selling fragrance at HSN and at Lancme, so it's big.
It's an amazing fragrance.
It is.
I wish you could smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
I know. One day we will. All right, so now that your eyelashes are done, you're saying, okay, now what else can I do? What about those eyebrows?
Eyebrows, and eyebrows are a big thing again this season.
I know.
But I'm putting these on my hand so you can see. These are the Sourcils Definis eyebrow pencils.
Okay.
They're super fine, so you can create these little lash hairs, and they come in the blonde, the brown, and the deep brown. And we're gonna use one on each of the models so you can see the coloration. But it gives you the most natural look. You have that really precise tip. Brows have been sort of a point of contention, I think, for a lot of people. Because I see a lot of people that have done the big overdone, I call it the Instagram brow, where it's like, and it's all you see.
It's a brow emoji, almost.
Yeah. Remember, brows are the frame, not the artwork. So if the brows get in the room before you do,
I like that.
We need to work on the brows a little bit, soften them down. And these are perfect.
Yeah.
So let's
go on over so that you can see. Remember, you're gonna order these in blonde, brown, or dark brown. And you don't need a sharpener or anything because they do just roll up on their own. And then on the other end, you have this great brush that allows you to groom your brows there too. So you've got a great dual end right there. I'm gonna go on over to Robert so that we can see these in action. And this is all, Robert, this is also a product that we don't get a chance to feature on air as often as we would like.
Right, and these brows are so easy to use, and I don't know why we don't feature them. I think because they always sell out and we have a hard time keeping them in stock here.
Matter of fact, we only have a few hundred now as it is. I'm looking at that.
So with the brows, I want you to really look at your brows and see which brow is a little lower. We all have one that's a little lower than the other. They're sisters, not twins. We just want to make sure they have the same dad, or look like they have the same dad. So start with your lower brow, so that way you can pick it up and get a little lift on it. This is Stacy's lower brow. Look at how we're able to lift that brow back up into place.
Yeah.
And then you go in and just even out with the other brow to soften it. So this is the blonde color.
Okay.
And it's super forgiving. But you can make these little hair strokes so it looks natural, it looks soft, it looks fine. If you do not have, like Stacy cannot handle a big, huge, thick, fat, bushy brow. And so maybe you're seeing on the, you know, all the Pinterest and the Instagrams and things out there where everybody's saying, oh, the big, heavy, full brow is in.
Right.
If you can't wear the full brow, then don't.
Yeah.
If you're thin and small, framed like Stacy's eyes are, you don't need that big heavy brow. The brow, again, is the frame, not the artwork. Right. All we want to do is showcase the eye and build the shape of the eye back up. And you know where you start, from the nose up, that's where your starting point is.
Okay.
Your arch should be from your nose through the pupil. Okay. That's your high point. And then it should end nose to the side of the eye, and that's your finishing point. But again, start on the low brow first to get that lift and get that build so that you're evening out. Because if you start with the higher brow, when you get to the lower brow, you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. So that was blonde on Stacy.
That was blonde.
It just kind of begs the question, if you're blonde, get the blonde
color. If you're blonde, get the blonde. Okay. The brown, and you can see it here on my hand, it's a little more of a taupey brown. Okay. Am I in the way?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm always in the wrong place. So this is the blonde, this is the brown, and then we're gonna use on Stacy in a minute, on Angela, the deep brown, which has a little more of a red tint to it. Okay. So Carol here has a little more of a silver tone hair. The brown is great because it's more of a taupey brown. Okay. So again, we're gonna start on the lower brow. I'm gonna get that lift, and again, we're marking the face. This is where it starts, this is where the arch is, and this is where it should finish. So you can see we're a little short here. So we're gonna lift here to bring that brow back up. Maybe many of us have over-tweezed.
Maybe so.
Or we need a little pick-me-up.
Well, it's funny, like when we're, when we're first starting to wear makeup, when you're 20 years old, 25 years old, you might not ever touch your brows because you've got a lot of hair there. But over the years, either you tweeze or it just doesn't grow the way you would like it to. That's why filling in the brows makes such a big difference.
Look at how much more lift. And that's her lowest brow. So the fact that we're able to build that brow back up, and then you get this beautiful little comb on the end to soften out the color. But maybe you don't need to fill in your entire brow. Maybe you just got a little spot here or there where you need to just put a couple little hairs, and that's the beauty of these. You can just fill in where you need that little little bit of extra help around the brow area.
So, yeah, so you have the eyebrow pencil on one side, you have the brush on the other side. It's a dual end. You never need a sharpener because you can always just roll it up when you need more. And it's that precision point. You don't need to be an artist to do it right either.
You don't.
It kind of, because of the way that it's made, it just flows so easily. And this is something that we don't get a chance to feature as often as we would like to on air, because eyebrows are very, very important to the look, the youthful look of your face. But I'm glad that we have these for you today. So you're seeing them there. This is the brown. We saw the blonde already, and now we're moving on to the dark brown, and this is the third of the three colors.
Right, and this one has that little bit of an auburn tint to it. So if you have a more golden brown or a reddish brown hair, or even like Angela, where you have really red hair, go ahead and pick the deep brown, but look at the lift that you're able to give. Just little tiny micro strokes here, and then brush out the excess. So look at the lift that we're able to achieve with this. Simple, easy, quick.
Simple?
No
Beautiful.
work.
Beautiful. Okay, I will tell you, fewer than 400 of these remaining. That's it. And I don't want you to miss out on them. So blonde, brown, or dark brown, go ahead and get the one that's going to be right for you. And we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, Robert and I are going to be talking beautiful